Hello, my baby. Guess what time it is? It's story time. Mommy's gonna read you a book called Where the Wild Things Are. This is part of your learning time, so sit back and enjoy, okay? One of my favorite books by Maurice and Max. One of my favorites. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. See his wolf suit? Ooh. And another. What is he doing? Look at him. His mother called him Wild Thing. And Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Oh, he got an angry face. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. Look at that forest right there. Oh, how cool is that? And grew. Oh my God, look at all those trees. Look at his room. He looks happy. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Look at that. It looks like paradise, doesn't it? Look at that. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. Look at Max's boat. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. You see Max is on a boat, and there's some trees. And look, that looks like a sea dragon monster. It's a wild thing. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Look at all the wild things. Look at all the wild. And then look at Max. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick. Ooh. Of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Look at them. He's a king. Ooh, look at them in their wild rumpus. Ooh, and they're hanging from the vines. Some of you kids like to act like that. Oh, look at them. Look at Max. He is a king of all wild things. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. You see, Max, they're all sleepy. Then all around from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. Goodbye, Max. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. He's going back home. and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. See? Right there on the table. And it was still hot. The end. Where the Wild Things Are. It's a perfect book. Every child should have this. I encourage all of you to have it. Now it's time for playtime.